If you're looking for the best parental control apps to help protect your children online, you have come to the right place. Okay, here's the plan. First, we're going to talk about why things like Apple's screen time typically aren't enough, and most free options aren't. Then we'll talk through why we think Aura is the best option for most families out there, and also when things that are a little bit more in-depth like Bark could be a good option for your family depending on your situation. And then finally, we'll talk you through how to get set up with whatever option you end up choosing. And as always, there are discount links in the description below on all the services that I'm about to talk about. So if you want to save yourself some money and support the channel in the process, I would highly recommend you check out those links. Let's start with what you already have at your disposal. If your kids are on iPhones, you have Apple's screen time built in. If you've got Android devices, you have something similar with Google's Family Link. Screen time allows you to block specific apps, set daily limits, filter websites, stop random downloads, and also sends you basic usage reports. And for kids who aren't interested in bypassing or working around the system, it works fine. But once your kids reach that age where they want to start testing limits, they figure out the workarounds pretty fast, especially once they reach middle school age. Also, it doesn't monitor messages or anything like that. Syncing across multiple kids can get a little glitchy. And once your kid learns the passcode, the whole system folds. Bottom line, based on my testing, screen time works just fine for kids who are not interested in working around it. After months of testing, Aura came out as our top pick for families. Here's why. Content filters, internet pausing, specific restrictions for each child, unlimited devices. I mean, you can read the website, but in my own experience, I really appreciate it quite a bit. And setup was stupid easy. I downloaded the app on my phone, I added my kids in, and then I scanned a QR code from their device. That was it. And now compare that to Bark, which took me over half an hour, buried in little different iPhone permissions lists just to get the dang thing to work right. Aura filters 28 different categories from social media, dating apps, explicit content, gaming platforms. And once Aura blocks something, it's just blocked. No, unavailable messages or no easy workarounds for kids. The reporting is clean. You see browsing history, app usage, block attempts, and everything you need without being overwhelmed with data. It also covers in-game chats for over 200 different PC games, which is where a lot of the bullying and other shady stuff happens to go down. But here's the kicker. Aura isn't just parental controls. You can also bundle it with a full identity theft protection suite, which includes an insurance policy of up to $1 million, dark web monitoring, data broker removal, credit monitoring, and even antivirus for up to 10 devices, and even a VPN. Now, many families are already paying for one or multiple of those services independently, so Aura can become a more value option if you're bundling it as opposed to paying it out separately. Plus, works on iPhone, iPad, Android, and Windows all through one dashboard. Aura is for parents who want protection for their kids without becoming tech support. It works out of the box, it keeps kids safe, and it doesn't create more stress for you. Remember, we have those discount codes in the description below, saves you some money up front, and Aura comes with a 60-day guarantee, so you can try it risk-free at first. Some families need more than just filters and time limits. So if you're facing serious issues like cyberbullying or predatory behavior, or your kids are dealing with real online threats, that is where Bark comes in. It monitors everything: texts, emails, social apps, gaming chats, using AI to flag stuff like self-harm, cyberbullying, explicit content, or even predators. Its GPS features are also strong. You've got live location, geofencing, driving routes. There's even a smartwatch option for younger users. But here's the catch. Bark is advanced. It took me over 30 minutes just to get the basics working, and one of my testers who works in IT gave up after an hour. And that tells you something. If you just flip every switch, you will be flooded with a bunch of alerts about harmless stuff. And not only that, the kids will feel like you're spying on them, and you'll either get desensitized to all the alerts, or you'll spend hours every week sorting through everything just to see what's actually something you would want to know about. Not to mention the privacy concerns with having, your child's messages being monitored and the kids feeling like you're looking over their shoulder. If there's not trust in that relationship, that can get damaging very quickly. So yes, Bark is incredibly powerful, but it's really only worth it for tech-savvy families who are facing serious challenges with their kids and they are willing to put in the time. For everyone else, it's really too much. So here's what I see most often. Parents don't explain to their kids why these controls exist. So kids assume it's punishment rather than for protection. They expect the app to fix behavior problems, which it won't. It is a tool, not a replacement for conversations with your child. And they choose complicated apps that don't work consistently. Reliability will always beat complexity. And then finally, they don't check to make sure something's actually blocked. If you're not checking yourself and just assume that something's gonna get blocked because you pressed a button, but you don't actually check, that is where kids slip through into corners of the internet where you don't want them. So you've got 3 services. Here's how to decide quickly. Stick with screen time if your kids are little and you're just looking for a simple solution to help manage how often they're using their devices, and you're okay with dealing with the occasional workaround. Go with Bark only if your kids are dealing with serious issues and safety concerns, you're good with tech, and you have the time to commit to keeping this up and managing it. For just about everybody else, I say your answer is Aura. It's simple, it works, and it gives you peace of mind without creating headaches. Links are in the description, so you will find the best deals there. And remember, Aura has a 60-day money-back guarantee, so you can test all of this for yourself before fully committing. That is all we have for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you've appreciated this video, stick around and watch some of the other videos I have queued up. Thank you so much, and hopefully I'll see you in the next video.